Network. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. There's a shot from Reed! He scores! He scores! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. Bears Broadcasting Network. Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. There's a shot from Reed! He scores! He scores! Reed, puck on!
That's with the cutter. Takes him behind the back shot. Antonetti.
Back. Once a man deep. It's Southworth. He catches it! Dean Southworth over his defender! Unbelievable! Open man. Johnson, big hit! UB Zaid! Bergon over to Damian, hit shot! He scores! Good move, keeps the puck. And a big hit by Christian Benner.
Let's go Bears!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. I'm Sutton Smith. I'm here joined alongside by James Alberino. James, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great today. I'm doing great today, son. I'm just excited to see some Bears football today.
First game of the season. Very beautiful day out here. Honestly, kind of feeling a little hot, but should be a great one. We have the Landon Bears versus the John Carroll Patriots. Last year, the Bears played John Carroll, second game of the season, I believe. They beat them 34-14. So today, hopefully, trying to get a similar result. James, you got any intel right now?
John Carroll, they went 5-5 last year. They're coming off a great win last week against St. Stephen's, won 27-0. Their starting running back, Carson Schaffner, had 156 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
So just watch out for that rushing attack.
And I think that rushing attack is going to be pretty dominant on Landon's defense.
I think that Landon will be able to hold up today. I think they got a great team, great defense all around. So I think they'll be able to hold up against that attack.
Right. So the Landon Bears this year, honestly, a pretty young starting lineup. Got a lot of sophomores, some juniors, very few seniors on the starting, skill guys. So last year the Bears went over to Baltimore, played against Boys Latin. They won 21-20 with a go-ahead touchdown from, at that point, backup quarterback Max Murray, who will be starting today due to Mac Dox's, I believe, some sort of shoulder injury. Unfortunate for him, but we'll see what happens today. Looking back to last year, both teams right in the middle of the pack in their respective conferences. The Landon Bears went 7-3, losses to, I believe, Dunbar, Georgetown Prep, and Bolus. And John Carroll, 5-5, with a loss to the Bears and some other teams. They are in the MIAA. So players of the game to look out for, I guess the game changer for the Bears is UB Zaid, free safety, full-around skill player on offense, and he's the return specialist. You know, his nickname is gone because by the time that you see him on a kickoff and you're calling out his name, he's gone. I heard that one from someone else. You think, who's your player to look out for, James?
Obviously, UB is going to be the best player on the field regardless. But I think the most important player in this game is the starting quarterback, Max Murray. Came off the bench last week after an injury and led a game-winning drive. So hope to replicate some of that magic today.
All right, well, we've got about 5.5 minutes to go.
We're trying to figure it out
until kickoff. For John Carroll, their starting quarterback, Anthony Modest, who is just assuming by the last name. I believe he's the coach's son. John Carroll's coach, named Mark Modest. Landon's head coach, Paul Paolino. It'll be a good one today. Very beautiful day. Student section has not showed out yet, but I'm assuming that'll change. But yeah, first week of school. James, we're both juniors. It's been an okay first week. How you feeling?
I mean, some more classes, but Friday afternoon, finish the week, excited to see some football.
Speaking of football, who you got this weekend?
I mean, some of these college football games, gotta go Oklahoma over Michigan. I mean, QB John Mateer, great QB,
Yeah.
but not the best college football slate this weekend. But there's some good NFL games. Hope to see I think the Giants could pull off an upset
Week
versus the
one,
Commanders
yep.
this weekend, but
You
we'll
think
see.
you think Russell Wilson is going to be that guy?
Yeah, I think Russell Wilson is that guy. I think he'll replicate some of that Seattle magic from back in the day.
Yeah, as a Broncos fan, I wasn't a big fan of him, but we'll see what he does for the Giants.
I mean, Jackson Dart, he's gonna be a great QB once he comes in later in the season. So I think Giants sleeper team to watch out for
Yeah,
this year.
I actually agree with that. I remember maybe last year you were a big Jackson Dart hater. Am I correct about that?
You may or may not be correct. No comment.
We'll see.
But I think he's gonna be a great NFL QB.
Ravens.
3:45 to go until kickoff. Teams going. Well, the Bears are in their corner. James, you got a score prediction for today?
I think it's gonna be a bit of a slugfest, both defenses, but I'll go with the Bears, 17-10.
17-10. All right. Think the offense is gonna get going at all today, or is it just gonna?
I mean, I think it could get going. Obviously, you got some concerns not having your starting QB in there, but I mean, last week went on that game-winning drive with Max Murray QB, so I think there is a chance,
Right.
but they could explode today.
I think this team definitely has enough talent. It all comes down to the inexperience. I mean, most of these guys are playing their second ever varsity game, and that includes on offense and defense. So we'll hope to see some of the bigger names like UBZ showing out because what was he, 4-year starter?
Yep, I believe that's correct.
And yeah, in case you guys do not know, he had a kick return touchdown against Boys Latin. Yeah, they kicked to him, and he made them pay. Had a big punt return later that game, set the Bears up for another touchdown. And yeah, he's definitely a player to watch. Some of these new receivers too. A few names: Aiden Woods, Alex Pope, Aubrey Cole, Willard Freeman. We'll start in just a sec. Give us 2 minutes. Captain's coming out. Coin toss up very soon. So with this being the first broadcast of the year, we have about 3 more football broadcasts. Unfortunately, only 4 home games. But if you follow the Landon Varsity Football Instagram, you will see stuff from every single game because I will be at every single game. Either just taking videos or helping out the team. Pretty much I run the Instagram. So, yeah, keep heads up for that. Looking forward to the rest of the year or the rest of this fall season. Gonna be hopefully covering some other sports, varsity soccer, JV soccer, of course, some other sports, and then when we get to the winter, I always love hockey. Got a lot of new players at Landon this year. Coach Parker did a lot of recruiting, and we've believe we have a strong team this year, but that's just my word. We'll know when time comes to tell. Wrestling team should be good. Starting in just a sec. Gotta get the national anthem down, the pregame PA stuff.
Welcome to Triple
You can hear it.
Stadium.
National anthem on right now. Here we go. It's a great day for football here at the Landon School for Boys. Landon Bears versus John Carroll Patriots up next. I don't know who won the toss, but it looks like Landon's offense will be coming out first after this kickoff. You got UB Zaid and Zayden Woods to return this kickoff. That looks like Noah Harmel for the Patriots to kick off. Here we go. Squibs it. It'll be picked up by Pedraza. And Nico Pedraza gets taken down right around 38. Landon's offense coming on the field. Starting quarterback Max Murray. Got a very young group out on the skill position. Shout out those linemen. Starting quarterback Max Murray giving the play. Wade Polkin at center. 2 snap. Zayden Woods close to the outside. Swifty inside in the slot. This is a handoff to UB Zaid, who gets some open room. Zaid going all the way with men on him, gets dragged down all the way at the 29 of John Carroll. First play, got lots of yards.
I mean, that's what you see week in and week out with UB. So explosive, just gives an extra dynamic to this football team.
Looking like an ISO look, Matthew Rosner to the left of Max Murray, UB Zaid on the other side. Murray to snap, flips that to Rosner. Rosner powering through, gets tackled for about a gain of 5. Excuse me, it's a second and about 3 for the Bears, right outside of the red zone. Here's Murray. To his right is Zaid. Murray takes snap, hands that to Zaid. Zaid going through the middle. He got the first down. And new formation for the Bears coming in, new personnel. Murray in the backfield, steps back, tries the end zone, gets hit, misses Zayden Woods. Second down and 10 for the Bears.
There's a missed opportunity there. Wide open receiver in the end zone. Should have been a touchdown, but
He's got a few more chances to throw some tutties. Trips on or doubles on both sides. UB Zaid on the motion. He gives it to UB. Cuts inside. He's got some space with men on him. Reaches out for about a gain of 6. Excuse me, gain of 9. 3rd and 1. Rosner coming out. I think they've got the personnel is out. Here's Murray taking the snap, wants to take it himself. Gets swallowed. No gain. He might have even lost some.
Big
3rd
decision.
down and 2.
big
4th and 2.
decision coming up here. I think they're going to try to stay on the field. Just ground and pound would be a good play here.
You know the Landon Bears offense is always aggressive. They're not gonna not take these 4th and 2 opportunities. You only get so many times in the red zone. Gotta want to capitalize. Trips look on the left here. Rosner in at quarterback. He's probably just gonna take it. Timeout taken by John Carroll. They didn't like what they saw. James, looking into this timeout, what do you think that John Carroll is going to try and do to stop this Landon offense from either getting a first down or in the end zone?
I mean, this run game has just been so effective. I think they're probably just going to load the box here, try to stop whoever gets the ball, whether it's UB, Murray, or Rosner.
If Rosner's in at quarterback, you think that Landon's going to try and run it?
I think that's a good. I think if he's in, it's most definitely a run. I mean, then you get the option between your second best running back or your best running back in UB Zaid. 2 great ball carriers.
See what happens. 15 seconds left in this timeout.
I mean, UB Zayd has just been exploding on this drive. He already has 45 rushing yards just on this drive alone. So I think there's a great chance that they just keep trying to build on that, given the ball.
And I'm assuming that John Carroll watched a lot of film, but just even from the first drive, can't stop number 3. Murray back in at quarterback. I think the adjustment that John Carroll made was to stop Rosner maybe, but now Landon's got a whole new look. On 4th and 2. Murray takes it, gives it to Zayd. Zayd gets around his defenders, creeps inside, flag down. He's in the end zone. But there might have been a hold. Holding on offense, it might have been on Gavin Krupe. No touchdown, they'll bring them back 5 yards. See what Landon does here. They'll back him up. They might bring in the... I guess actually not. Excuse me, they brought them back 10 yards. 4th and 12. They've got a trips look on the left. This will be interesting to see what the Bears do here. Here's Murray. It's a screen to Zayd. He doesn't really have anywhere to go. You know, I actually saw Emmanuel Coleman all the way on the left. He was kind of open for a fade. Murray didn't see him, but I guess that wasn't the play. John Carroll successfully stops the Bears, coming back on offense. Let's take a look at Landon's defense. The Bears running a 5-3-3. They've got 5 guys in the secondary, 3 linebackers and 3 D linemen. Some new looks for the Bears, whether that's they're young or coming from different schools. Zach Helmrich, who was actually on offense too, came from St. Stephen's. He's been good for the Bears so far. This will be the first look for John Carroll. And Anthony Modest in at quarterback. Motion. Might just run this here. They will. Gets through and tackled, I believe. That was LaFuente, one of the captains. That was Carson Schaffner. Didn't get... Actually, that's a decent gain. It's about 5 yards. Maybe 4. 2nd and 6. Modest under snap. Another motion. They give this to Schaffner again. That's shifty move. He gets stopped with some help by Zayd and, well, I guess a lot of Bears, but mainly Zayd and Davidoff. Third and 1. Looking at this this Patriot formation, they kind of looks like they want to run a lot. We saw that from Georgetown Prep last year, as they have, I believe, the best sophomore in the country in at running back, Jafar Rowson.
I mean, last year, John Carroll had over double the amount of rushing attempts they did passing attempts, so you should expect to see that all game.
See what this look will be here. Four on the play clock. This is like a fullback dive. Gets stopped right away. I believe he got the first down. And they are moving the chains. New look. Twins on the right. Single man all the way out. Motion. Here's Modest. Another running back to Schaffner, and he gets stopped. This time taken down by a plethora of Bears. Second and 8.
I mean, I think Landon has to try to force them to pass it more. And last year, their passing attack was not very effective. They were completing only 50% of passes compared to their incredible rushing attack, with almost 1,400 yards on 300 carries.
Wow. And I mean, you look at the Bears defense, they have 5 guys pretty much in the secondary. It's not exactly the best run defense that you could have. As we'll see what happens here. Looks like a pitch. Here's Schaffner again. Takes a man down himself, and then LaFuente takes him. Third and about, we'll give him 3. 3rd and 3.
And then just follow the ball and stuff like that. Not that much.
Got a double running back formation in the back. Stopped there right now by LaFuente. And then there's Pope. He loses some yardage.
What a play
4th
by
and 4.
LaFuente there. Set up a big 4th down. Might look to punt here or go for it. Pretty short yardage, but in their own territory. Looking like they're saying the punt team out.
And I might be wrong about this, but doesn't their run formation kind of look like Army's?
Army run formation. Is that it? What?
Army run formation.
Yeah, I mean, agree with you on that one, son.
Looking like they're going to punt. We'll see what happens, though. Landon has a lot of trickery. I mean, these coaches, they know how to run a fake play. So, and I'm sure that John Carroll has seen that film. They got UB Zaid returning this. If he kicks it to him, it could be bad. Delay a game, though, on the Patriots. They'll bring it back 5. And he'll kick it. Very high kick. That just got a great roll. Didn't initially go anywhere, but it'll work out for the Patriots in the end. Landon offense coming back out.
Great defensive possession there by Landon. Held the starting running back Carson Schaffner to only 12 yards on however many on the carries he had. Just hope to see them continue that.
And I think, I mean, how many yards did Schaffner have last week?
Last week he had 156 yards.
Right, that's a big game for him. He's assumed to be a big player in this game for the Patriots. They'll definitely utilize him a lot. Here's Max Murray back in at quarterback. Offsides called, and they just probably should have let that run, but it's all right. 1st and 5. Bears back into the huddle. 3:45 to go in this first quarter. Score still 0-0. Only seen 2 drives, 1 from each team so far. Here's Max Murray. Going to throw that down to Zayden Woods, which was incomplete. And you talk about inexperience. Max Murray, although he's been on the team for 2 years, this is really his first game starting in at quarterback. So there's a lot of expectations for him. Thinking of like the past 2 years, you had All IC Player of the Year Nate Ferguson, and last year Sean Murray, who was All IC first team as a quarterback. Landon's had a history of some pretty good quarterbacks, and we'll see what Max Murray can do this year as he gives that off to Zayd. Zayd splits 2 defenders, muscles through, trying to get the first down to about 3rd and 2. It's a pretty good run from UB.
That was just a great effort there. I mean, it should have been a loss of yards. He managed to turn out a 3-yard carry and make this 3rd and short.
What do you think the play is here?
I mean, I think you just got to hand it off to UB again. It's only 2 yards you need. I think that's the play.
Here's Murray's going to step back. Going to try Willard, who didn't get his head around fast enough. Wasn't a great throw.
A little bit of chippiness down there at the bottom. Then looks like it's all cleared up. Not a huge fan of that play call there. They're in a short, throwing a deep pass.
I believe this will be a punt here. Looks like the punt group's out, but could be a fake. You know, it always comes down to Matt Rosner. Just what he sees. Coaches give him freedom for that. Saw them practicing fakes in practice yesterday. See what happens. Guess not, but it's a great punt by Willard Freeman. If that can stay inside. Wow, what a kick.
What a beautiful punt there. Almost 50-yard punt on there. Pin him inside the 15-yard line.
After 2 possessions from the Bears, still scoreless. John Carroll coming back out. So the Patriots have only really used Carson Schaffner so far. You can assume he's going to get a lot of more touches this drive too. And we'll see if Landon, I mean, they stopped him last drive, but if they need to make an adjustment, we'll see what happens with that. Motion across, they give it to Schaffner. He cuts inside. It's a good gang tackle by LaFuente and Matthew Rosner. Second and 10 from the 11-yard line. Flag down. False start called on John Carroll. Second and 15 at their own 6. Just about 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Here's Modest now stepping back for the first time. Screen pass and a great tackle there by Brian Moore.
And that was the first time we've seen them try to throw it all day. That was just great tackle there.
What do you think about that throwing form? That it kind of looked a little, I don't know, like
Little Mahomey.
little Mahomey. See if the dude can sling it. Can't tell that much from a screen pass. Third and 14 from their own 7. Motion across. They'll give it to Schaffner. He cuts to the outside. Beats one man. And a great tackle there by UB Zaid.
What a tackle by UB there. It looked like he had the edge, looked like he was going to get the first down, and UB just comes flying out of nowhere for that tackle.
I remember seeing him last year against Murray. He's not afraid to hit someone. Punt group coming back out for the Patriots. Just about 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. It's a pretty good punt. Looks like it'll trickle out of bounds at John Carroll's 49. First and 10 for the Bears.
So far, the defense has done great against Schaffner. I mean, he's been held to 3 yards a carry, only 18 yards on 6 carries so far. So hope to keep that up.
Here's Murray. Hands that to Zaid. Zaid has some space. Gets the first down and more. That's a great run there by UB Zaid. That will probably do it for the first quarter, unless... Like it looks like they'll get one more play. Don't mind our clock. Here's Murray, hands it to Zaid again. And even if you catch him behind the line, he still manages to get that forward progress. And he actually got that gain. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. While we're come out for the second quarter, end of the first. Scores tied, both at 0. James, what do you got to say after that first quarter of action?
I mean, UB's just dominant on both sides of the ball. Really propelling this team right now. 66 rushing yards on offense. Crucial tackle on defense. I mean, outside of UB, I'd look to see maybe get the passing game going here. Maybe get some other rushers in here or there. But so far, great game for UB. Defense has been great. Hope to see a little more explosiveness in the passing game, though.
I think that the way that the coaches are thinking is that you want to run with your best player until, one, he leaves the field like he is now, or he gets stopped. And right now, I feel like you could see some throwing action here. They've got twins on both sides. Just tell me. Getting ready for the start of this second quarter.
I mean, it really does feel like Landon should be up in this game. They had that great drive. That came down to 4th down, then crucial penalty set him back. But overall, it feels like they played a much better, cleaner game. John Carroll has had some pre-snap penalties they should need to clean up. But other than that, their defense has, for the most part, been solid. The offense has been a little stagnant.
Yeah, I mean, the Bears, they would probably be up in this game if they didn't concede that false start when it was a 4th and 2 at about the 4-yard line. Really pushed them back, and unfortunately, score's still 0-0, but we'll see what happens at the end of this drive. Got Emmanuel Coleman all the way at the wideout. They'll pitch this to Rosner. He gets a few yards on that. Sneaks to about... It's about 5 yards on that. We'll give him third and 2. UB's to his right. Max Murray in the pockets. Pitches that to UB. UB cuts inside. Cuts again. He's got some open room. Wow, that's an amazing run by UB's aid. Touchdown, Landon.
What a run by UB there. I mean, it's not the best read there by Max Murray it looked at first, but then UB just broke a couple tackles, saw a gap, and just sprinted away. No one's catching him at that point.
First score at home of the season for the Bears. And who else would it come from other than number 3? Max Murray to kick. And, kind of shanked it. It'll stay 6-0. Landon's kickoff team coming out. But yeah, John Carroll telling Landon they like to run the ball. Landon responding, saying they can do it too. Landon's kickoff team coming out with Max Murray. And the kick. Deep right. Goes over his head into the end zone. Touchback. John Carroll coming out at about the 20. John Carroll in a run formation. Schaffner to the right of Modest. Motion man across. Here's Schaffner. Gets outside, and then ball is out. Landon recovers the fumble. There's Henry Huang. First possession back on defense, and the Bears force a fumble, finally stopping that run game. Max Murray back in at quarterback. Takes the snap, gives that to Alex Pope, who gets to the inside for about a gain of 2. 2nd and 8.
mean, that's really the first time they've utilized the receiving game, so we'll see if they keep doing that on this drive or just keep pounding it.
This one to UB again. He gets through some tackles. And he's in about 3 yards on that. We'll go third and 4. See if they decide to throw here with Murray. Play action, RPO, open Swifty. Who's going to get inside to the end zone? Touchdown, Bears. Didn't take that long for the Bears to get up by 2 scores.
I mean, you love to see them utilizing the passing game here. Get a nice play. Swifty breaks open for a touchdown. It's a great play.
I believe the Bears will kick here. Although that 14 always looks more satisfying. And it's good. 13-0. And in just about under a minute, the Bears are already up by 13. Momentum can change that fast. I had 20.
Wait, yeah, who do we get? No, but everyone. I'll pay. I'm like the only reason I can.
Max Murray squibs that. He fumbles it. Now he's got to get through some Landon defenders. He's taken down by Reed Barden, the practice player of the week for the Bears this week. Landon's defense back out on the field. James, what do you think is necessary for the Patriots to come back in this game?
I mean, I think they have to get the passing game going. If they're just going to keep handing off to Schaffner every play, Landon's just going to keep staying on it, getting these easy stops. I mean, he's only 7 carries for 22 yards right now, so you got to find something else outside of that.
I think the Bears have figured out what their game plan is, and as they run here with Schaffner again, it's not as effective as Georgetown Preps. So I guess it's easier for Landon to defend, as seen by that fumble just to play earlier.
I mean, I think Landon needs to keep working on the run defense because, I mean, you got to get ready for that Georgetown Prep game. Got some great players. Manuel Iheanacho, 5-star, committed to Oregon. Great running back. Insane run game.
You know, I never would have thought he'd go to Oregon. I thought he was going to go to I don't know, either SEC or like Ohio State, one of those type schools.
Yeah, a little surprised to see Maryland guy go out to Oregon. I mean, they've got a great program out there. #1 in the country for most of the year last year. So, I mean, yeah.
It's a great program, but it is across the country. It's very interesting to see him go there.
Go Buffs.
Here's Modest under center. Another motion. He's going to throw it this time. Might try way deep. No, he's going to give it back inside. I guess it's a pretty good throw there by Modest. Then moving the chains.
I mean, I think on that one, though, it's just all, just had, even though he's rolling out, he just had as much time as he wanted to throw. I mean, someone's bound to get open. Sure, have that long.
And I mean, that tight end, Jake Van Meter, was wide open. Can't really miss him. I think Landon bit a little bit too hard on that run. And first down a little bit. They're giving it back to Schaffner. That's a good gang tackle by Rosner. And I believe that is Rowan Hetherington.
I mean, I know UBZ didn't make the tackle there, but he really set that one up. Got the edge, forced him inside. He was straight into Rosner.
On 2nd and 8. Motion man across. Modest going to step back again and sacked by Matthew Rosner and Nick Davidoff.
I mean, that just looked like Rosner knew the play there. He just ran straight to the QB, just knew exactly what the play was. Completely unblocked.
And I don't think that quarterback was ready for Nick Davidoff because he kind of got, I don't know, a little bit blown up right there. Man down for John Carroll, injury timeout. About halfway through the second quarter, looking into halftime, you think that if Landon can keep this lead or maybe extend it, does John Carroll have any chance?
I mean, if they keep playing like this with their offense, just exploding every drive, and these explosive plays all around, I don't think John Carroll has much of a chance. I think John Carroll has to open up the passing game here a bit. They really want him to come back.
Right, and I think Landon found their rhythm. Even if you are able to score and get these touchdowns, I don't know if you can stop Landon's offense. They're on fire right now. But not even halfway through the game. So much time to go.
You understand? You understand?
Yeah.
What's crazy? I was like, I didn't even 8 last year.
Here's Modest stepping up, and that is incomplete. Good defense there by Willard Freeman. Forcing the punt here, as there's not really much else you can do on a 4th and 17. James Westervelt, 2 punt. Got a motion, man. They're not going to fake this. Nearly blocked. That's a great punt also. It'll bounce out at about, we'll say, the 15-yard line. Landon's offense coming back out.
What a punt there. I mean, we haven't seen some great punt offense there. That was just absolute boot. Hitting him inside the 15.
You know, him and Willard, they both got, they have surprisingly, good kicking legs. I'm not expecting these nearly 60-yard punts. You know what the average in the NFL is? Average punt length in the NFL?
I don't have the exact numbers on me, but I believe it's somewhere in the 47, 48 range.
I remember it was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I guess, the Broncos were really bad with Russell Wilson and their punter, Corliss Waitman. He punted the most of the NFL, and he had like the least. He had like the lowest punt averages. There's a really good run by UB Zaid. Ball comes out after. I think he was called out down. Looks like a 9-yard rush. We'll go. Oh, no, he got the first down. First down and 10.
UB Zaid eclipsing 100 yards there on the day, and we're only 7 minutes into the second quarter.
100 yards already, and it's not even halftime. We'll call offsides here. Give it the Bears 1st and 5. Yeah, I think punting is actually a very underrated part of the game. What do you think?
I mean, when you're a fan of a team like the Giants, it becomes just a daily
you see it
drive lead,
game.
one would say, part of the game.
As this is a run to UB Zaid. It's a few yards there. Might be a second in just a little. What are you gonna say?
You know, as a Ravens fan, we don't really see punts too much, but I mean, you know, we got fans of the Broncos here.
You know what you also don't see? You
And
also
the
don't see a lot of
Giants.
playoff wins.
Big trust. Lamar Jackson is coming for the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
And matter of fact, Mark Andrews is a great player, just
All right.
not a great
John,
game
I
against
think
the
it's
Bills
time
here.
for you to go back to the camera.
Little cameo from our cameraman. Here's Max Murray giving that to UB Zaid. He's got some open room. Gets the first down. And a little bit more. Moving those chains. Emmanuel Coleman coming in for the Bears at the Y. UB Zaid to the left of Murray. Calls motion man across. Fake jet, and Zaid just gets stopped. Gets trampled by 3 defenders for about no gain.
I mean, you have to wonder at some point if they're going to start utilizing the other backs more. I mean, it seems like almost every single play of this game has been run through UB.
Looks like Rosner's coming back in, but the starter last year, because UB was more of a receiver type, Matt Cohen, I think he's injured with something, and he's been out all of preseason. Unfortunately, I think it was a lacrosse-related injury, but we haven't seen a lot of them. Here's a fade to Emmanuel Coleman, and he brings it in. That is an amazing catch there. He's got something to say. That's a big gain for the Bears, and a great throw by Max Murray. They run that a lot in practice, and it paid off.
I mean, that reception there, 34 yards. That's just the biggest play we've seen all day from this passing game. That's double the amount of passing yards we have right now as a team.
This handoff to Rosner. Cuts inside and tackled for about a 1-yard gain. Looks like Gavin Crippy's hurt. A little shaken up. He's on his feet. You get that reference? I get that reference. UB Zaid back in. That running back. They run that to him. Ball comes out. And UB Zaid is knocked out. UB Zaid is knocked out. That is not a good look for the Bears. That is not what you want to see. I think he got speared in the back of the head as he was on his way down. Carter's coming out on the field. He's on his feet. Well, there was a turnover on downs with that. I mean, fumbles. Sorry. Here's Modest. Going to try it. He's got an open man. And that's a completion. All the way to Buster Barger.
Really nice throw there. First time we've really seen them use that medium or deep ball today.
Nobody cares who that you go up with. Yeah.
No, okay, those are my two options. Modest calls a motion. There's a good shake off. Schaffner gets a few yards. Second, and we'll give him 7. Modest steps back. Hits a hitch again to Barger. That's a big hit by Rob Swift.
Number 11 there with the second reception of the drive. Really helping them open up this passing offense here.
I believe he's the only receiver that they've targeted besides, I guess, that big tight end.
You do have to wonder, though, especially on defense, too. UB was making some great plays there. And if he's out for the game or even longer, you have to wonder how this defense is going to respond.
Well, it's Dom Jenkins in for him. Jenkins also plays running back, similar to UB. See if he can fill that hole. But looking at UB on the sideline, he's up and I guess walking a little bit. Here's a fumble on the handoff, flag down, and I believe that's Aubrey Cole with it. Well, look at this flag. It's a holding.
Second fumble recovery of the game for Landon. I mean, that's just a great response from UB out. Great response. I'll see how the offense looks for that UB Zade on the field.
That flag was a holding on the offense, and there's a decline. So, Landon offense coming back out for the first time without Zade. I believe Rosner will be getting a lot more in at running back.
I mean, right now, UB Zade has 124 total yards. I mean, the rest of the offense combined only has 65. So we'll see how Rosner and his place is, and maybe see if they utilize the passing game a little more.
And I mean, they experimented with the passing game. They were pretty successful. They'll try Coleman again. He was good last time. He catches it.
Oh my God!
But he stepped out of bounds.
What's your favorite color?
Oh, that's.
Don't matter.
They can try him again. That Emmanuel Coleman, the stud sophomore.
Would have been his second great catch of the game. Just his foot was just out of bounds there.
They don't call him Little Zay Flowers for.
Pass batted down there. Makes it sets up a 3rd and 10.
Defensive play though. Have to call it.
Refs misspotted the ball. Reed Barden getting his first appearance over closer to us. Trips look on the left. Pitches that to Rosner. Spins out of it and gets more yards on that. You know, I think that was a little bit of a desperate run, but they kind of got some yardage. Flag down. Probably unsportsmanlike conduct. Ooh, so they'll push Landon back 15 yards.
Yeah. But they didn't.
Probably just.
That's
Looks like John Carroll is going to get the ball back. About a minute left, so soon we'll see more of that passing game.
okay. I'm off the ball.
Here's Willard. It was blocked.
They just blocked.
Very bad punt.
Away.
Not enough coverage. Just under a minute. Minute offense.
I mean,
for John
Landon did get a
Carroll,
little
Sea
lucky
Apples.
there, even with the block. That's about the best case scenario you can get with a block punt. There was no one back there. I mean, if that went the other way, it could have easily been ran back for a touchdown.
Landon did get a little lucky. Play action. Just off the fingertips of Jake Van Meter. 51 seconds to go. See if Landon can jump a ball here, maybe turn the possession.
Let's go. Send.
Here's Moss again, giving it to Schaffner, who gets got right there by Aubrey and then takes him with him for about 6 yards. Henry Huang a little slow to get up.
A questionable play call this time in the half. Only 40 seconds left now. But it does set up a much more manageable third down here.
I believe they called a timeout, did they not?
Yes, they did.
Wise man. You can play defense like the play offense like the play special like the you'll probably you'll win at least 14 games a season. It's gotta run. Time's gotta run out.
That's the timeout.
Oh, shoot. I should. I don't know. He's probably.
Here's Modest. Give it to Schaffner.
Oh my God.
Surprisingly in. He actually gets some space. He's got some space. Breaks another tackle. That's a first down. Timeout once again.
That was an incredible run there. I mean, he should have been stopped in the backfield, but he broke a tackle,
Oh, wait,
broke
no
up
timeout.
one, just broke free for a huge, about 20-yard gain there.
Gives it to Schaffner again. Good tackle there by Willard. He gets out of bounds, so stops the clock. No, it keeps running. Now it's stopped.
You can get a 6, 7 year. That'd be a 5 year.
Flag down for delay of game.
Another crucial pre-snap penalty for John Carroll. That's their 4th of the game already. Or 5th of the game, I believe.
I can't believe
22 seconds to go. Modest fumbles the snap. Now he's just got to heave it. And got it towards.
It's actually a pretty good play by the QB there after that fumble. Get rid of it and not risk that huge loss of yards. Potentially run out the clock for the end of the half.
Yeah, smart.
Little Lamar Jackson.
Modest steps back, wants a man deep, and he falls before he can catch it. It's 4th down.
A bit too long.
Great analysis.
Probably try the end zone here. Got 11 seconds. And another flag. Delay of game. They gotta just. They gotta just punt this.
So 6 pre-snap penalties in just the first half for John Carroll.
Yes. Yes.
Another pre-snap penalty. What are they doing? Are they doing this on purpose?
I think it's a full start.
So 35 yards worth of pre-snap penalties for John Carroll in the first half.
4th and 24. 4th and 35. Wow.
Oh, no, 24.
No, sorry, 24. Steps back, and he's just going to do a screen. Schaffner actually breaks tackles, and he's going to score a touchdown. Are you kidding me? At the end of the half.
The unbelievable play by Schaffner right there. I mean, 4th and 20 from the 40-yard line, 11 seconds left of the half. Takes the screen pass, breaks a couple tackles, and just breaks away to the end zone. Makes it a 1-score ball game going into halftime.
Looking at the bench's reaction, they just don't even know what happened either. I'm not sure the players that were on the field know what happened. That's just something you can't really let up. You've given John Carroll momentum now, and going into halftime, John Carroll's going to have that momentum. I am very interested into hearing what Coach Padalino is going to say during halftime. As this extra point is blocked, you can get that. Oh, you can't. Never mind.
Can't they score 2 off that? How'd they blow it?
Because
All right. Put on halftime.
so that'll do it for the half. 13-6. Landon up. We will be back for a halftime intermission report in just a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. I'm Sutton Smith, and for this halftime report, I'm joined alongside by John Cagle, who is he's done a good job at cameraman today. John, how are you doing today?
I'm actually doing great. First week of junior year. It's been a little rough. A lot of reading, but
Yeah.
it's good to be here.
You excited for junior year?
For the weekends,
Yeah.
that's really it.
So you've been along here this entire game with us. What are your insights so far?
I've seen one player on defense and on offense as well, who I think's been playing really well, and it's Matthew Rosner. I've seen a lot of great tackles, a lot of hard hits, and some tough runs. So, yeah, I'd like to shout him out.
And we both unfortunately saw UB's injury. That'll definitely, if he's not able to come back for the Bears, it's a big loss.
Yeah, I mean it's giving flashbacks to DP, right? A really
Yeah,
great
same
player,
team.
explosive player, really essential to this team. Great teammate, a leader. To see him go down is really disheartening. So I mean that's tough. It's always tough to see when a fellow Bears get injured.
So it's 13-6. You saw that unbelievable touchdown that we let up at the end of the second quarter. Do you think that John Carroll, with that touchdown, will bring this momentum back and make this a close game?
I think they'll have a lot of energy from that and come out maybe a little stronger. But I really thought that touchdown was maybe due to Landon thinking that they could just get an easy stop. Last 11 seconds. I mean, after 2 penalties, right? It was fourth and like 35 or something, whatever
Got
it
it.
was, 35-yard touchdown run. I mean, especially after they saw him get wrapped up, I mean, a little bit. He kind of shed a couple tackles.
Yeah.
So I think they really thought the play was over, and then he kind of just snuck in. So I don't think that was as much to do with John Carroll as I think it had to do with Landon, is what I would say.
It was just a poor mindset from the Bears. I'm sure coaches is talking about that to them right now. And, football coaches, I guess just high school coaches in general, they can get very heated. And you think that he's on that level of very heated?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Patalino, he's a great coach. He really gets fired up for this team. So I don't think he'll be as angry as he will trying to just get him fired up and ready to go. But I do think he will chew him out a little bit for that. You know what I mean?
Well, you got anything else? About a minute to go until this kickoff.
Yeah, 2 words. Go Bears, baby!
This has been the Landon Bears Broadcasting Halftime Report. Stay with us. In just a minute, we'll be back. Getting ready for the third quarter. Landon to kick.
Let's get Cindy. Let's get Cindy. Wait. You have the Send virus? Send.
All catching.
Good. God, you look like a fat kid right now. George
Is George the best part of French class?
You guys have La Instalación? What was it? For yesterday? Yeah.
What's it called,
The
John?
facilities.
No, what's it called?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
No, how do you say that?
La Instalación.
All right.
Lazin?
Lazin?
Max Murray to kick off.
I don't care.
Deep right. He's got some open room, but he's tripped up and eventually taken down by Oliver LaFuente.
Late by 14.
Let's return there out to the 34-yard line.
Good kick, though. Solid kick.
Aubrey Cole limping off. That's not a good look. Anthony Modest back in at quarterback. He takes his play action. And that is intercepted by Alex Pope. Pope's got some room to run. He might take that all the way. Alex Pope for a pick six.
House ball! Straight to the house.
Wow.
What a play by the sophomore.
That
I mean,
was
that's got to be crushing for John Carroll. Just get that great touchdown in the half. Come out here and just throw a pick six in the second play.
And that guy knows how to change momentum. You saw him in the boys' Latin game. Low snap. And, still good.
How on earth did that one get off there? I mean, the snap just bounced on the ground. It still got it off.
Bears up 20-6.
I mean, that play right there kind of reminded me of a play by Notre Dame cornerback Christian Gray from last year. Game-sealing pick six against USC. Just how it is. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
You know, what were you thinking? How were you feeling when Christian Gray had that interception against Drew Aller?
Drew Aller, personally, I think that was one of the greatest interceptions of all time. Sent them to the natty. Rough game in the natty, but I think that was one of the best interceptions of all time.
Drew Aller must have been paid. Do you think so?
No, Christian Gray's just a great player. Stud.
That was one of the worst throws I think I've ever seen in college football history. I think undoubtedly, there was no investigation and he probably wasn't paid, but, I have some friends at Penn State. It's safe to say that they were pretty devastated.
I think we can get Jake Gold on one of our next
Pretty
podcasts
sure
and
Jake
interview him
Gold
about
was
this.
devastated. This kick from Max Murray. Squibb gets past him. This will not be good for him. Taken back. You got to tackle him.
Safety.
All the way nearly at his goal line. They're going to have to start from the 3. Great kickoff unit there.
What a play.
Think the entire momentum has just swung for the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that touchdown at the end gave the Patriots a false sense of confidence, you know, and I think it really lit a fire under the Bears there. And as you've seen, they really come out hot. And that mistake there by the Patriots was crucial in getting field position for the Bears.
They scored a touchdown.
Goal line offense for the Patriots. He gets to the outside. He's got some opening room, and then now he gets stopped. No gain.
Your cameraman. Better on the
This one again. Gets to the outside. That's a great tackle by Robert Swift. And a flag down.
Carson Schaffner shaken up at the end of this play. I mean, he's been almost all their offense this game. He had their 40-yard touchdown. Currently, there's 56 rushing yards, which is almost all but 5 of their rushing yards right now. So that would be a big loss for them if he's out.
They're giving
It looks like he is staying on the field here.
giving him the amount of touches that Ashton Jency got at Boise State.
Oh, never mind. Schaffner is getting off the field right now.
Yeah, I gotta give the dude a rest. I believe this penalty was on John Carroll because I think they're going back. Third and 7. Hands it off to the backfield. And that's a good tackle by Nick Davidoff. Landon's defensive line not really letting up in the run game now. Especially when their big guy Carson Schaffner is not when he's not in. Another run. Stopped by Davidoff again.
I mean, just a really poor sequence for John Carroll in these last 2 drives to start the half. Have the momentum, and then the pick 6, now 3 and out.
This punt unit coming back out. Zayden Woods to take.
John Carroll did a great punt last time. We'll see how it goes here.
You know, I'm looking down at the sideline.
Another booming punt. Oh, my.
Wow, this dude's wow. Oh, how long was that?
From the 7.
I believe that was just an 83-yard punt.
Wow.
Trust this guy's.
So I was looking down at the sideline. I'm seeing still fully dressed UB Zaid, and we saw the injury to him. He's walking around with some sort of brace on his ankle. Do you think he's gonna come back in the game?
I mean, I highly doubt at this point. He still doesn't have his helmet on. The op's out there.
And I guess there's no
still
point.
Hobbling around. I highly doubt he would come back in the game.
You're up by 14. There's
You also have to wonder if there's some concussion concern there. It's a little hard to tell, which would obviously knock him out for the whole game.
Here's Murray Trying it deep. That's not an amazing throw. That's an amazing catch by Emmanuel Coleman. Oh my goodness. He's going up for everything.
Emmanuel Coleman is having an amazing game right now. The second deep catch of the game. He had another one earlier that would have been about a 30-yarder.
Insane.
We did not see this much excitement in the air against Boys Latin. 3 on the play clock. They got to go quick. They'll just give it to Rosner. He got some open room. Matthew Rosner off to the races. All the way down. Touchdown Bears. A 66-yard run.
He's trying to do a route for Landon right now. Just unstoppable on offense. Unstoppable on defense. There's nothing John Carroll can do right now.
John Carroll has no answer. Landon now up by 20.
Rushing attacks a total day already has 208 yards on the day. We're not even in the fourth quarter yet. Looks like Robert Swift is down on the other side of the field, on the sideline with some sort of injury. Maybe a cramp. Looks like a cramp.
Yeah, I think he's cramping. He's got get the camera on that. He's got head JV coach Rob Lee helping him out. One of the nicest dudes at Landon. This kick is good. 27-6. Landon up.
Quite the extravagant extra points we've seen here, but I mean they managed to keep going in.
It goes in. It goes in. Doesn't matter how. And now you got to ask the question. Do you think there's any hope for John Carroll at this point?
I mean, it's gonna take a miracle at this point. Their passing attack has been very poor. Their defense is arguably even worse. So it's gonna take probably a miracle at this point for them to come back.
Max Murray with the kick. Squibs that. Goes to the left side. Picks it up cleanly. Dusty Rhodes is down there. Breaks 2 tackles. And then gets dragged down by Zayden Woods. Landon defense coming back out. 7:48 to go in this third quarter. Score 27-6. Landon. This run to Schaffner. Breaks free. And then gets tackled by a gang of Landon defenders.
Schaffner's found a little more success carrying the ball recently, but still, overall as a day, he's only averaging about 4 yards a carry with 62 yards.
Up the middle. That's a good tackle there by Andrew Chipperfield, making his first appearance. Again to Schaffner. He gets loose, gets some really decent yards there. Dom Jenkins with the tackle.
Really been utilizing saying that tight end, their big tight end in motion on a lot of these running plays. Little jump there. Nothing called though.
And now flag down.
A disagreement over here on the other side of the coaches in this call.
Ball start. Offense. Bringing them back 5 yards.
It's their 8th pre-snap penalty of the game.
New look running back. There's Rosner, Hetherington, and Davidoff all on that tackle. 2nd and 15.
That's a maybe.
Here's a run. He's got open room. There's Jenkins and Freeman on the tackle.
Got a first down there. 2nd and 15 on the run.
Motion. Another run. It's taken down right away by Henry Huang.
It really just seems like they can't move the ball at all when Schaffner's out of the game. Only 11 yards rushing outside of Schaffner right now, compared to Schaffner's 95.
It's an end around toss and handoff. Some good moves. And then taken down by Dusty Rhodes and Allen Everett. I believe
Nice play there by the receiver to stay up and get back to the line of scrimmage there. Schaffner back in the game here.
Modest under center. Coach calling a waggle. And false start. No, delay a game. Again, that's...
Another false
Is that
start.
4 delay games?
They really cannot stop this pre-snap penalty problem. I mean, it's just persisted all game. Hasn't gotten any better.
Moving
50
them back.
penalty yards now for them.
Unbelievable. Modest to drop back. Taken down for a sack by the big Zach Helmrich.
I mean, great coverage there. There was just no one open downfield. Just forced them to hold on to the ball and take that sack. John Carroll's punter back out here again. See if he can replicate some of that magic he's had on his last 2 punts. Another great punt there. Chance to return it, though.
Here's Woods. He's got some open room. Zayden Woods with speed. Gets to about, what is that, the 36-yard line?
Very nice 20-yard return there by Zayden Woods.
That punter, by the way, is he's 6'5", 225 pounds.
No, he's done.
Murray in the backfield. Dom to his left. He hands that to Jenkins. Jenkins gets through, muscles his way, being carried by his offensive lineman for a 9-yard gain.
What a carry by Dom Jenkins. First carry of the game there. Showed that great power there.
Murray gonna take it himself. Gets dragged down. Didn't really have anything there.
Really struggled to get any QB rush game going for Landon right now. Only there's been a total of -3 yards rushing by Max Murray today.
Nice.
Looks like they'll just run out the quarter here.
That'll do it for the end of the third quarter. Looks like landing up by 21. Going into this fourth. I think this next quarter is just going to be kind of just running the game out.
I think I almost smacked you.
41 viewers? I hear that there's 41 people watching. Anyone familiar?
Bro. We just lost it.
Huh?
We just lost it.
41.
Landon's offense. Swifty. Just throw it kind of towards the ground.
So about a 4th and 4 here. And the punt team's coming out.
Yeah, can't hear the bouncer. Hey, who do you know? Name 5 brothers. Name 5 brothers.
Yo, where you chase?
Willard Freeman to punt.
Hey, we should make it.
It would work.
Oh, nice
That's a
bounce
great
there.
punt.
Oh, come on, go.
Go all the way.
Oh, within the foul. My God. We need a punt
Inside of the 5. Great punt there by Willard Freeman.
We need a punt that side, bro. You watching our film?
That's when you on the
It's that way. I know. What are we? Yeah.
You can tell by like. You can just tell like by his. I don't know. Like his. You can just tell like.
Modest behind center.
Just recognize my
Gives that. Schaffner gets some,
About 9 yards there.
something like that.
That rush there, the play before, just put Schaffner above 100 yards.
Modest under center. Calls motion. Gives it to Schaffner. Cuts inside. Gets to the outside. Good move. And finally taken down by a few Landon defenders.
the podcast. See you watching.
Modest. Handing it off again. He's got some room. He can go. That's a great run.
Great block.
Taken down by Willard Freeman.
About a 43-yard rush there.
Oh no.
Looks like there might be a player shaken up. believe it's Willard Freeman
I think he's got
hobbling down. Landon calls a timeout here.
9:33 to go in this game. 27-6 Bears.
So right now, Seba, one of the best players on the team, is 62. 6'7".
I apologize to our viewers. Another member of the broadcast
Yeah,
team
we
just made
got a
a
really
very
immature guy here.
unfunny joke.
Really got
Dude, that
immaturity
that happens
on
all the
this
time.
fraternity. Fraternity, of course.
He's still spitting unfunny jokes.
Channel, of course.
Another run. And good tackle by combined Nico Pedraza and
On the bench.
who is that? Mac Imperator?
Imagine.
Motion. Here's Modest again. Giving it to Schaffner. Gets to the outside. Flag down. Pushed out of bounds by Dom Jenkins.
Looks like it's gonna be a holding call.
That's assumed.
What's the game with? There's like parents on the comments.
Isn't that a piss?
There was a game where someone got mad. They were like making fun of you.
Motion. Here's a pass. And that looks like Davidoff got a hand on that. Good defense there by Nick. Should be a false start. Oh, 3 flags down.
Now in double digits of pre-snap penalty for John Carroll here.
False start on the Patriots, bringing them back.
Oh, the penalty is in fact the offsides on Landon, not a false start.
Interesting. Looks like the guy moved first. Here's Modest stepping back. Wants a man deep. Flag down. Intercepted by Allen Everett. We'll see where this flag stands, but as of now, that is his interception. Allen Everett nominated as the Scout Team Player of the Week, getting his reps in, and now he's got a pick.
Yeah, I mean, Allen's a great leader. You know, we've seen him. He's a class president. Really great guy. I mean, I played with him when he was a sophomore on JV baseball, as did James Alberino here. Great guy, great teammate. He's just a great guy all around. You know, there's a reason he's the class president.
School president.
My bad.
I think they're going to give it back to John Carroll. I didn't see the flag. I was waving it. Oh, no, never mind. Landon ball. Great turnover. Got to be thinking there's not much more that John Carroll can do to get them back into this game. I mean, you need 3 touchdowns, so.
You gotta have a look.
Let me see that.
Here's Murray. Giving a little hitch to Emmanuel Coleman. His the other one, his 3rd reception of the day.
I mean, what a game. What a game from this sophomore here. I mean, really. A couple great catches. I mean, he had one great one going out of bounds that didn't even count. I mean, what a game.
Here's Murray taking it himself. Tries to get to the outside. And gets about a yard on that. Maybe 2.
With UB out, Emmanuel Coleman has really stepped up. I mean, overall, Max Murray right now is 88 passing yards. 71 of them have been to Emmanuel Coleman so far.
Wow. Here's Murray. Gives that one to Rosner, who just gets swallowed. Another run to Jenkins.
So they're just running clock here. About 5.5 minutes left right now, and the clock's still running. Timeout by John Carroll there. Stop the clock.
And Dusty Rhodes, the starting tight end, is kind of looking shaken up. I mean, we saw a little bit ago, he was just kind of holding on to his arm, and that might be bothering him.
Take a breather. Take a breather. Mic on.
We have a bit of a broadcaster minor injury here. I'll have to step away for a minute. John Cagle will be filling in.
Sounds good.
And this might be the first ever broadcasting related injury we've ever seen with the club.
Yeah, not seen much in this league. It's a new one.
And let us know in the chat if you think we should change our name to the fraternity.
I'm not. Yeah, there's no chat. Fair catch
Sorry, chat.
by
didn't mean
Nick
to.
Bell Bruno.
All right, punt there. And one of my personal favorite players here, Seb, I'll zoom in on him here. 62 there. Really great guy. Really great guy. Although sometimes he does get mad at me for eating all of his chips in his house. So, here you go.
Wow. That's so terrible of you, John. This handoff tackled by Rowan Hetherington for a loss of 1, 2, 3. Wow. Maybe just 2. Trey Peace lined up on the close side. Motion. That's their big tight end, James Westervelt. This is handed off. And that's David off who gets him right behind the line again. Looks like no gain. Actually, loss of 1. 3rd and 13. Now Modest. Lots of time. Looks like a screen. Almost intercepted by Seba.
Oh, man, that would have been
That would have been one of the plays of the season if that happened.
Surely, if he caught that, you guys would have heard about it for every other broadcast I've been on, or I will be on.
Would have been the pig herd around the world.
You know,
we have-
just a team guy
We
right
have Nico
there.
Rutledge's,
you know?
Seba
Real
Rutledge's
team
brother
player. Great
on
dude.
thoughts with that play. Nico is just in such happiness he cannot speak, unfortunately.
Should watch this 6'5" punter. Another bomb.
Ooh, rough punt there.
Well,
That might
it was
land on
just-
someone.
They are not even paying attention. That might have hit someone. It didn't.
I feel
Okay.
like it may have bounced off someone's foot there, but they ultimately ruled it.
Like I just
landed
got turf
ball.
burned for nothing.
Only
Oh,
that guy was
no.
2 inches taller.
Player down on the field for John Carroll right now. It's like it might have been a cramp the way he went down.
Oh, it is a cramp. .347 to go in this game. 27-6.
Yeah, James. How do you think this one went? What's your prediction?
I think Landon scores 8 touchdowns after this. I think Sutton Smith is messing with my mic volume right now.
What?
And yeah,
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there. They've been hot all game. What's to say they're not going to score
No.
8 more?
Fumble. Brady Burnquist didn't have. Didn't fully have it.
Just to shout out some of the coaches. We got Mr. Cassidy down there. Really a big Lowe's fan, even though Home Depot is better. Big Mo's fan. Big Modell's fan, too. Unfortunately, if you don't get that, you'd have to be at advisory lunch. So, yep. Shout out Mr. Anderson. Shout out Andrew Chipperfield, a fellow Anderson advisee.
Murray shaking it himself. Whoa. Not exactly the type of hit you want your quarterback to be taking. Just wondering when they're going to bring in Caden Chang.
You are not juggling a job.
Unfortunately, we have guys on this broadcast who do have jabophia, which is jobophobia, which is the fear of getting a job, which is a job.
we'd like to apologize.
Lil bro thinks he can.
We apologize. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize for a member of our crew, John Cagle, making mini air balls here. We apologize.
James, I don't know if you should talk. You should have seen what happened during hockey season.
No.
James lives by the motto, you don't miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so he never shoots.
It was Grady Burnquist. Stopped for battle loss. Punt team coming out. Is that a timeout?
This I do, I swear to God. You're good? Oh God, I have something to say.
No.
Couple, buddy.
Oh, gee.
Who? Oh, no, he's chill.
No, she's outside. She's showing it.
Willard Freeman to take the punt. It's a pretty punt.
Get away. Get away.
Schaffner catches it, takes a spin, and then gets gang tackled. And Oliver LaFuente lost all feeling in his right arm.
Like Oliver LaFuente got shaken up. Maybe it looks like his finger or wrist.
No, I think he got his funny bone because that hurts. That's happened to me before. You lose all feeling. It feels like your arm is asleep. That hurts.
Looks like maybe a finger or hand injury for LaFuente.
Sora. Hey, where's 62?
I have yet to see a channel.
Oh, there's I have some actually.
2:30 to go in this game. Score 26 to 6, 27 to 6. Landon. This is a new running back, Chase Holiday.
Flag on the play.
Where at? Oh.
Looks like it might have been an accidental flag.
I don't understand how you can throw an accidental flag. Like, if you see something, you see something. Modest gives that over to Shiflett. And he gets stopped for about a 3-yard gain. 2 minutes to go. This little fullback dive to Shiflett again. He gets stopped for about a yard.
Oh. What just happened to Seba?
Third down.
What?
Got laid out.
A little shaken up.
I'm at
What the heck?
got laid out. Wait.
Walking? Got pancaked?
3rd and 4. This is a pass to Modest. He's going to hit an open man who stumbles. And he gets taken down by Allen Everett. You know, John Carroll probably could have used this pass game a little bit more earlier on in the game. And they spike it. Interesting.
A bit of a shocker. Here, considering the score is 27 to 6. But Landon is only outgaining John Carroll right now by about 31 yards. So really, those penalties and just the big plays have been the story of the game for Landon.
And keep your eyes out left end here. My prediction, sack incoming.
6-2 was offside. Almost. This is a pass. He gets up. Westervelt moves inside. Gets inside of the red zone. Patriots really trying to send it right now. Another spike ball.
Fade that.
2nd and goal. Modest open man. That is a touchdown to Carson Schaffner, his second of the day. With 46 seconds to go, score 27-12, Landon. For 2, he's able to get in.
Wildcat formation there kind of reminded me of Penn State with Tyler Warren last year lining up at QB.
You know who also runs a good Wildcat? Boise State. And Colorado. And Ole Miss when they have J.J. Peace.
Shout out 6'2". Big dog.
And you probably just assume that Landon runs the clock out unless the Patriots want it back. We'll probably try an onside kick here. Assumed onside kick. Just easily recovered. I believe that was Alex Pope.
Yeah.
Good recovery there by Alex. Landon's offense coming back on, probably for the last time.
Victory formation, baby.
Unless they take timeouts.
Ready? You ever mess it up? Madden, like, Bernie on yes.
I think that'll do it. Yeah, they just gotta kneel one more time, and then that's the game. And so that'll do it. Your Landon Bears open the 2025 season at home with a W over the John Carroll Patriots, 27-14. Good game by the Bears. Good game all around. Even with no Yubi for more than half the game, the Bears still came out to a 21-point lead and held that for really the entire game until just a second ago. But James Alberino, what else do you got?
I mean, just a great game all around. We got the right plays when we needed to, made the big plays, got the turnovers. But, you know, I think it's going to look like a bright season for Landon. And, yeah.
I believe, actually, I have no clue who plays next. I know it's an
next
away
home
game.
is in 3 weeks, September 27th
Right.
for homecoming.
The next home game is against Bishop O'Connell.
Yeah, Bishop O'Connell.
Bishop O'Connell is the next home game on the 27th. That's our homecoming game. The next game is next week. I think it's Flint Hill. I could be wrong. Follow Landon Varsity Football Instagram for updates on that game and the entire season. I think that'll do it for us. I'm Sutton Smith.
And I'm James Alberino.
We are signing
And
out.
I'm John Cagle. Go Bears, baby.
Signing out on the Bears Broadcasting Network. Stay tuned for